Day 6. Well, actually, day 7 already, but welcome to day 6. Yesterday. So, you can notice right at the very beginning, well, not really at the very beginning, but right at a little bit after the very beginning, there is a very, very unfortunate set of events. But actually, it was fortunate. It was fortunate, and I'll tell you why. So, let's just see something. Well, there's nothing to see. So you can see that here I was awake for like 2 minutes. Boom! A big crash. Then here I'm not really sure how much I was awake, but then I'm sure there was also a big crash. So let's say I overslept like almost 6 hours or something. Which, I mean, ain't no way around it. It's not looking good for the adaptation. But it's good that it happened because it taught me when I evaluated the day. I didn't take photo of it, but on the backside I evaluated the day, and it showed me that I needed to change in order to avoid more serious consequences than this one slip up. And actually, well, when I actually got through it, and I was like during the first block after that, which was the fourth block of the day, I was I was thinking like, oh no, the world is ending, you know, it's so much time, blah, blah blah. But actually, I don't think it actually impacted my adaptation so much, and I am pretty certain I'm still getting adapted uh, just as soon. Alright, so now is the 28th to the 29th of June. So tomorrow, well, the day that is going to be today is going to be Thursday. Great. And then July is gonna be the most amazing month of my life. So I'm very, very excited about it. Now I'll tell you what I evaluated, but I just want to get into something else a little bit faster. So you can actually notice something very, 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 very cool. If you look at the purple line, if you didn't notice, I will make it so that you do. Bro, now this here is the first block of the day. So, which means after the oversleeps, I was literally uber clear minded for the entire day, and it continues into the next one. Now is the second block of the next day, and my mind is still as clear, okay? It is just amazing! It is. You have to feel it, okay? I cannot explain it with words, but I do want you to feel it, and I don't want you to just feel it, I want you to live with it because it is amazing. I'm talking to you, it is amazing. I can think perfectly, I can visualize, I can do something that wants my mind to apply effort. I don't get bored, I don't get exhausted. It's just pure awesomeness all the time. Do you understand? So it's amazing. Now, what I realized from the evaluation here and here was that first, well, actually, let me just read it from here. So, this is what I wrote. I wrote, very bad crashes, almost 7 hours total. When it is a dark hour and I feel like I'm having trouble staying awake, I have nothing to turn to help me. I have silenced my what? I have silenced my notes, my sticky notes on the wall. Yeah, I'll tell you what this happened also. When it is a dark hour, it is not sufficient enough to try with my willpower to stay awake. Even if I think I will succeed, I won't. I need drivers to get me to the other side of the dark road. It's good that I notice the time when I need help. It's bad that I don't get myself the help, because I don't know how. And when I need the help, it is not a time to be figuring it out. Um, I should. Uh, I should be dead prepared. And then I said, when I crash, I oversleep a lot. I need a way to minimize it, even if it does happen. Yeah, so what I did as evaluation, don't fuck up my naps, it sabotages the blocks. So, probably what happened when why I overslept is because for the previous 3 naps, so the one that was here, the one that was here, and the one that was here, I kind of fucked them up and I didn't pay so much attention to the 1 hour before nap. So I ate, I didn't go 10 minutes before bed. Oh, this is another very cool thing I want to tell you. So, it didn't work with me with books. The wind down routine before going to bed didn't really work with me with books and reading. So today I went and I bought a Rubik's Cube, the first Rubik's Cube I have ever attempted to solve in my life. And it's working great. So I am watching on YouTube how to solve it, right? So I get the the way to solve it. And 10 minutes, when it's 10 minutes before a nap, I log first. I don't yet plan the next block because there's not really much point. I mean, I do kind of, but not on paper, which means that I probably don't. So I log, I place the the lines and everything. And by the way, from today, which is day 7, so not from the day we're reviewing, but from the day that actually started and you're gonna see tomorrow, I'm not only logging my mind and how I'm feeling, but this feeling thing, I deconstructed it into 2 parts. So one would still be the blue line area, that is going to be my emotional state. So that is everything with faith, anxiety would go here, doubt would go here, happiness, joy, gratitude, energy. Energy is important. And then I did also another line which is going to signify my physical condition. So right now this line for this day that you're looking at right now is both it is a average of my feelings and my physical state. So for example, if I'm feeling kind of sleepy, it will go down, and if I'm feeling happy, it will go up, but you don't really know why it is up or down. So from tomorrow there will be 3 lines: mind, emotion, and physical, which is amazing. And I can also deconstruct these, but step by step, because I don't need too many lines. I need just the correct balance, because this can also be broken down. The physical is composed of 2 primary parts. One is being awake and the other one is having energy, and the other one is that my body is not tired. So like you feel it in your bones, and something like that. I mean, yeah, there is a lot of deconstruction that could take place, but I feel like the 3 lines right now are just amazing for me. And if you're doing the cycles and measuring stuff, you can measure whatever you want, whatever is most important to you. These are the 3 things most important to me right now, so that's why I'm measuring them. You can measure anything. You can measure your willpower, you can measure your creativity, you can measure your desire to live, you can measure absolutely anything, right? So let's just continue. I wrote here. Oh yeah, so the naps. Yeah, I wrote here, redo the big fat notes. This is very important. Now, what I had done is silence my big fat notes because, well, I tried this spray, but I didn't want to go out, so I tried it at home, and the only place I could try it, because the landlord doesn't allow to paint on the walls and to do anything on the walls is I have this wall that I have put paper on it, like the whole wall is full of paper so that I can draw on it and not ruin the wall, right? And this is where I had the notes, but I got excited with the spray can and I kind of painted over the half of the wall and I stopped using the notes at all, which is bad because as much as I think I have everything in my head, this is this is wrong. This is not true. However, because when it is a dark hour, I don't. My mind is not really working correct, right? Because I'm still adapting. I mean, yeah. So, for example, the red notes, well, they're orange for me, but the danger notes, like if I don't look at them, I wouldn't know them, right? And so when it's dark hour and I'm thinking, okay, what can I do to stay awake? Well, I can do this and that. But this and that are not things that are actually keeping me awake so good as they could be, right? That's why you need the notes list. And so I redid today the whole notes list and did new things and just like everything I can, just so that I'm ready and prepared for the dark hours. And so yeah. Next, I said itemize dopamine during the light hours as to be more um, interested during the dark ones. Okay, let me explain this one. As you read it again, then I'll explain it. It says itemize dopamine during the light hours as to be more interested during the dark ones. Itemize means to deprive myself. So itemize dopamine during the light hours. What I mean by light hours are the hours of the 24-hour cycle when I am in no danger of falling asleep or crashing. Dark hours alternatively are the hours that I do need help staying awake. So they don't necessarily have to be dark, as in the moon up and the sun down. They just are dark if I am in danger and I need help, right? So itemize dopamine during the light hours is to be more interested during the dark ones. What I really mean here is that the things that will keep me most awake during the dark hours, I should never do them during the light hours when I don't need them. Because if every day you eat pizza, pizza is not gonna be so delicious and interesting to you anymore, right? And if you eat pizza every day, then if you eat something less interesting than pizza, it is gonna be terrible. But if every day you eat something less interesting than pizza, and then one day you eat pizza, the pizza is gonna be amazing. So this is why I should not do the highest dopamine things during the dark hours. I shouldn't do them during the light hours, so that when I do them during the dark hours, I get their fullest effect. Right. Then I said, have clear techniques or activities for when I notice I need help. So this is where the big fat notes come in effect. And I need them to be clear so that if I write here, figure out that I am at a 2.5 on state, I have the actual solution to especially not make it go lower, and to definitely and to attempt to make it go up. Yeah. And I think I did also one. Yeah, okay, so there's two final things. Put good safety alarms with a question sound and tasks. So what this means, a safety alarm is an alarm that goes during the time that you have noticed, or I'm going to speak in first person. Safety alarm is alarms that I put during the dark hours that I have noticed for myself, which for example here they're clear. Okay, from 4 a.m. to 12 p.m. or 12 a.m. No, that's 12 p.m. They're clear, and set alarms during those hours as to minimize the damage. So let's say I did fall asleep here at 4 here at 4:10, If I had every half an hour, then at 4:30 I would wake up, and this would be 20 minutes rather than almost 4 hours. And so what does it mean to be a good alarm? And the other stuff I have written, I said question, sound, and tasks. So sound, because my alarms currently they don't sound. I don't know why. Well, not currently. When I wrote this, they didn't sound, and I had set up the alarms, but they didn't really help. So they should definitely be able to wake me up. Have I been asleep, or make me notice them? Am I almost asleep? Right. A question is exactly this. A question is when the alarm sounds, I will dismiss it, right? And I will probably not be aware of how I am. But if there is a question asking me, how are you feeling? Or do you need help? Then I can become conscious of the fact that I am pretty close to sleeping. Or let's say, had I been woken up from one, I would not just dismiss it and continue being bad. If I'm woken up by one and I read the question, then I can understand that it is very unfavorable staying in the same. Well, not unfavorable, it's literally undoable, you know, because I should not do it. So then I can actually realize I need help. And what does it mean by help? Well, best one that you can ever do is just go out. Just go out. But you know, there is other things that I wrote today, and then I can just use them. You know, there is a lot of things you can use actually, and I will probably make a full video on my big fat list because there is a lot of things that you could use, right? Yeah, perfect. And finally, I have written down. Yeah, okay, this is just simple, but it says atomize light when not needing it, such when not needed in such amount, and turn it up at dark. So what this means is the sun goes down, right? Actually, I'm not sure if this is a good tip. I will tell you for and against. So for is when the sun goes down, I should turn off, not turn off, but turn down my lights, so that when progressively the night grows more difficult and more like sleepy, then um, I can in parallel turn my lights up so that I'm more awake and more awake and more awake. Or let's see, if I have gotten a problem, then I just turn them max, and then boom, I'm awake. Now this will work. It will make you awake. But why am I against it? Because at first, if they're dark, then that builds kind of a momentum. If you're more sleepy during the early night, you're more likely to be more sleepy during the later night. So what I mean by this is not a good idea is probably, I'm not sure. I mean, I'm probably gonna know it in the future, but for now you have to think for yourself, and it's probably not a good idea because it could like sabotage your entire night. And I say just go all out, like lights and everything, so that because you are gonna be adapted, like and even soon, which means that you should be used to that, you know, that lifestyle. So I'm not sure if it's a good idea or not. Probably is, probably isn't. Yeah, a little of both. But yeah, so to finish the video up, I want to tell you that ever since I've woken up, which is, let's see, it is 16 hours ago, even more, I have been in the absolutely most amazing state of mind. Okay, so my mind has like so much clarity, everything is crystal clear, and I'm just feeling this ease, this effort, this just amazingness in my head. It is empty. There is no background noise. There is no looping. There is no overthinking. There is nothing blocking me, or there. It's not clogged. It's like the purest drain you have seen. It is not clogged. It is not dirty. It is just clean. There is nothing interfering. You know. It feels amazing. It feels really awesome. And it hasn't stopped that. It hasn't stopped, so I'm really hoping that it is a permanent thing, and I have already gotten into the permanence of it, because it is just absolutely amazing, I mean, absolutely amazing. There's nothing like it, or at least I haven't found anything like it in my entire life yet, and I found it, so I'm cool. See you tomorrow okay, tomorrow it's gonna be the analysis of day 7, which, if you didn't know, 7 days equals a week. And so I'm gonna do kind of a bigger video about the 7 days, just look back into them. And well, no, I could probably do 2 videos, one about day 7 and one about week 1. But I mean, it would probably be better if I'll figure it out, and you can see it on my channel. Everything is just going amazingly perfect, and I'm so grateful for this. Again, so excited that my dream life so soon happening, and that's everything I have to tell you as of right now. I wish you an amazing, pleasant morning, day, afternoon, evening, or night, whatever it is, the time, or the time of day at your place. Just have fun today, and I love you.